What's up, everybody? BlueGabe. Welcome back to sunny South Florida. If you're new to my channel and you haven't seen any of my videos yet, I'm glad you're here. If you're not new to my channel and you watch all my videos, you know I've been in Venice, Louisiana for the last week. Now, my brother Robert, deer meat for dinner, he recently had a stroke, and the reason I haven't spoke about that, for one, it's personal to him and he has his own channel, and I don't feel like it's my job to talk about Robert other than to tell you guys he is doing a lot better. I will touch bases about that a little bit more at the end of the video, but right now we're going to tell you about today. Oh wait, I forgot. If you haven't watched my last videos, there's 3 of them. I'll show you the thumbnails right now. First, we did crawl fishing. Second, we did a houseboat. Third, we went tuna fishing. If you haven't watched those, go watch them. If you have watched them, thank you very much. Right now, we are in Indiantown, Florida, where my family started. This is where my mom and my dad came from. This is where my mom's mom, Shotgun Shiver, and his wife Gladys was from. And this is also where the legendary Troy Woodham's from. You're about to meet him. We've got the Pro Drive. The St. Lucie Canal is right behind me. We're going fishing in there. Right now though, we got to have a picnic because I just went to my favorite Mexican restaurant. I just had them make me a meal that even the Mexican guy that was fixing it is like, what is this gringo getting? But when it was done, he's like, that needs to be the new special. Just wait, you're about to see it. Troy Woodham.
We're gonna have.
Hey, wait. Have you paid off all your warrants?
Yeah, as far as I know, I'm not.
So you're clear?
Anywhere.
All right,
yeah.
I can leave this footage in here?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hey, this is from the Solovino restaurant in Indiantown.
You traitor, that's not my favorite.
We're gonna have a taste test.
Babe, just wait till you see what I open. Look at Crystal's belly. You're almost with Troy right now.
We're
Close.
even.
Yes, it is definitely windy. That's why we're going freshwater fishing. Luke and I, when we got home from Louisiana, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie, we snuck off and hauled Tater to the Bahamas, just me and Luke. Crystal laid around and relaxed and did some other things. Jake was doing something with his new mini bike. Luke and I went to the Bahamas for 3 days and had the time of our life. Caught all kinds of really cool fish. I'll do a little slideshow right now. He caught muttons and yellowtails and tunas and barracudas and strawberry groupers, and we caught a pile. Full-fledged tiger shark right here at double-breasted. That's, I think, the first one I've ever seen in real life. Luke's sitting here fishing and we've got a tiger shark right at the boat. Luke, I don't suggest swimming with him, Luke. A tiger shark, who would have ever thought?
I know. Yeah, throw it a piece of bait.
You want to catch him?
Yeah.
Be real still. Why has it got to start blowing so hard when we're going fishing?
We're good. We're gonna be blocked by all those trees right over there.
They double wrap this thing. One thing about Mexican restaurants, they will use some
Plastic.
plastic. Look here, folks. From the top, it doesn't look like much. Troy, and I got you one too. Don't think I did. Now that we got the wind under control, I can really show you guys just the depth of this meal. So in here we got the tamale, Mexican cheese, avocado, lettuce, a lime, some salsa verde, as Crystal called it. Did you hear the video we did in Mexico where Crystal in her Kentucky slang said, "Can I have some salsa verde?"
I heard it, and I liked it.
Here she asked for some avocado on her tacos.
Thank you.
If you've got a mom and pop Mexican restaurant in your town, you might not even know it's there. But if you see some hard working, we call, I guess, migrants, the political word, people here working, just doing their job, slipping in the back door of a little place, go in there and see what they're getting, because it's probably insanely good. All right, enough of the Mexican food. It is time to go catch something. I'm not sure what we're gonna catch. Troy just told me to get the boat ready. I haven't seen him in months. Haven't done anything with him in a couple of years. We're gonna go fishing. Y'all are getting to spend the entire weekend with us. It's Mother's Day weekend, so gonna go try to see my mom tomorrow. We're gonna do a bunch of fun stuff, I can tell you that. I wasn't prepared for that. This ramp, the river is so low that this ramp drops off right here. That was bad.
They have to pick up.
Right here at this yellow line. Just ease forward, nice and slow. You'll be all right.
Boom. You're good. Go ahead.
Crystal and I both were sick all last week, and one of the reasons I didn't film in the Bahamas, I had absolutely zero voice. My nose was running like crazy. I didn't feel terrible, but I could not talk. Now Crystal's just getting over it, but she still can't talk that good. So the canal that we're on is called the St. Lucie Canal. It goes from Lake Okeechobee all the way to the saltwater in Stewart. In this canal, it's fresh. It's 100% fresh. There's snook, tarpon, cichlids, catfish, largemouth bass, and there's another fish called a big mouth sleeper. I'm not going to talk too much about it because they're really rare to catch. Troy said they're phenomenal to eat, so fingers crossed. Did you lock the truck?
Yep. No pregos left behind.
All right, everybody aboard. This is Troy's first outing on the Pro Drive. That shows you the stability of this boat. I'm on the side of it. Yeah, I mean, that's, what are you, about 180?
Yeah, well, one leg.
He's probably 240 and I'm 205, and both of us are standing on the edge of this Pro Drive and it barely leans. That's Okeechobee that away, Stewart that away. The marina we're passing right here is one of the few marinas that can pick up a really, really big ship. I think they built it about 2 years ago. This is the first time I've seen it since it's been done. We're just running down this seawall trying to side scan it and look for beds. You ain't used to all this technical stuff, are you?
No, you gotta have
everything you need right here.
Usually a PVC pole and a rope, and you job that in the mud. We're gonna be fishing, he said, right from where it makes that little jog to where it jogs back to them rocks. Right in here is where he was doing the best.
Who's this, your grandson?
My grandson.
What's his name?
He works here. Owen.
Owen what?
Owen Marvin Woodham. He's also a legend in his own mind.
I met Troy, he had just got out of college about, 20 years ago. I was big into hog hunting. Everybody hooked me up with him, like, you gotta meet this guy, he's well educated.
Yeah.
We went up to the Kissimmee River and started hog hunting, and we've been friends ever since. The only problem with Troy is your stomach's gonna hurt at the end of the trip because you're gonna be laughing the entire time. What are we using for bait? Oh, he got us a yoo-hoo. I knew he loved us. Earthworms?
What works really good is tipping a jig like this with an earthworm. Something about it sets them off.
You can already see the beds. See these big beds? That's what we're looking for.
I go like this.
Some of the bigger ones will be tilapia, but then some of the smaller ones will be what we're after. What I don't understand is, you can see it's only 2.9 feet. I have no idea how those huge yachts are up against that seawall.
You see that? Troy baited my hook.
I was just sitting here wondering, like, how in the heck that
I
happened.
showed her one time.
Troy, look at these PVC pipes I got in the back.
Yeah. Automatic PVC pipe.
We're stuck like glue. Compliments a power pole. I do know, Troy, yesterday we went gigging for tilapia and they were not spawning really hard. So we might have to find these fish.
Fish number one. Ow, you just bit my toe.
Got another one?
Yeah. Showing out.
They fight so hard.
That's a big old biggin.
Pretty pink.
Look at the
color on
colors.
that. Pink and blue. That's gorgeous.
Right against the wall. Oh, I got a little tarpon bait on, or a snook bait.
There you go.
You chunk him out alive. That's a snook candy. I even got my worm back.
There. Gabe caught one out from under your ladder. Fighting him in. Yeah.
Look at that, Crystal.
Nice
That's a
one.
nice one.
That's what these look like, Crystal, in case you were
What are you
wondering.
talking about?
All right, I
Oh,
guess
you-
we're in the
Too
right
up
spot.
on
They just
you.
ain't on fire, I guess.
Troy, you can't catch a fish on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's peeing.
Oh, Lord, honey.
He's peeing.
Stop. It's on my sunglasses.
Troy, when you get a minute, throw that fish in the basket.
I will. You just keep catching them, Gabe.
That fish ate as soon as it got behind that ladder.
Hey, notice I caught 3 fish before you caught one. I didn't talk no smack. As soon as you catch one, you want to start talking
He
smack.
gets vocal, don't he?
Yeah, well, that's just how it is.
He gets very vocal when he finally snags one.
That little vine right there keeps jacking me up. That fish was tucked up there like a grouper.
He said he was just dropping it down and pulling one out. You hung up now, ain't you?
Yeah, what the heck's down there? I've been hung up twice. Oh, got it off. Y'all already know I'm a professional smack talker.
Hanging upper.
My slip bobber wasn't working for some reason with this bobber, so I got it pinned up with a split shot. Oh yeah, this is it right here. I'm gonna catch him this time. Right on the edge. Uh-oh. That's a mean one.
Yeah. Show Gabe what a big one looks like.
I'm hung up again. You notice, because this dirty water, the fish aren't as vibrant.
That's a 14?
Oh
Yeah,
my
baby. Yeah.
gosh! Dad, gum, I wish we had a net.
You got a net. Look how big
Oh
Troy's
my
hands are. That's the biggest cichlid I ever seen.
Look at that fish! Look at that.
Point him
fish.
over here, Troy.
That is a.
He's the same color as Troy's shirt.
He planned that. Look at that.
That is a
fish.
big old biggin. Golly.
Slob?
Oh, get off the piling. So I was hung up, Troy, and just left it there, and he picked it off the rock.
Wow. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Good old
Poor-
guttin'.
See how poor that one is? She's
Spawned out.
yeah. Well, when their babies hatch, they guard them.
I tell you what, you don't have to catch near as many of these as you do bluegills to have a good meal. Yeah, I'm using the ACC crappie stick, little 3.5 ounce medium
Troy's
fast
got one.
action. Troy, do you see how you just come up here and stole?
Well, you don't think I haven't learned that Gabriel Arrington trick?
That's the biggest one of the day. I mean, big, oh, biggest tilapia. Y'all, Troy just caught. I wondered why he was coming up here, and y'all just saw why he was coming up here.
But as soon as he moved.
It's called Gabe.
Oh, I got it down pat now with his jig head.
Oh.
When we pull up here, we probably scare him off a little bit. God! Didn't scare that one off.
Gabe, I'd help you, but
You got that yoo-hoo?
oh yeah. Power drink.
Oh, it's disappeared down there. I ain't even fighting that one. I got enough jigs. Crystal, watch your feet.
He's got the honey hole cornered.
I got the honey hole.
He's got it cornered.
I'm going in deep right now. In deep. Maybe y'all can just dehook them for me. Leave a comment below. Who's cuter, Crystal or the cichlid? I bet they're all up in there.
Could be.
No, it's shallow right here. Troll motor's about to hit. Oh yeah. Beachy, come up here.
Get broadside in here.
Nice.
This is a sleeper.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Got me a sleeper. Right off of that little stump. Oh gosh, he's got bad teeth though.
He's got some pretty good teeth.
Like a mudfish. You want to eat him?
Yeah. Yeah, try to get me about 4 more. Or you need to try them because you've never had them.
Look at the teeth on him.
I caught that fish right off that root ball. They are flat out right there. This isn't a huge one, but look at that, I got my bait. One of my best memories of Troy, when we met all those years ago, the Kissimmee River, and if you follow my channel a lot, you've seen I've been up there several times. But back in the day, there used to be a population of sheep, like the really woolly sheep. Troy and them, how old are you, Troy?
62.
So Troy's about 18 years older than me, and this was 20 years ago, so we were all in about our prime. And we were sitting there eating lunch. We had been deer hunting all day, running dogs, and we saw some of those sheep, and I didn't know why they were there. And somebody said, I bet you can't catch one. Well, they didn't know back then that there wasn't nothing. I wasn't gonna try. Well, there was really, really bad sand spurs in this area. And if you don't know what a sand spur is, they're horrible. So I take after this sheep. There's 2 or 3 of them, and they were running fast. So I take off running, and they ran down and got in a ditch and started going to my right. So I'm like, this is the easiest thing in the world. I cut them off and got to where I could see them real good, and they're running and I'm running wide open, and I dove as far as I could and caught him. Boom! And barrel rolled. Well, I didn't have a shirt or shoes on, and I found out I had just made one of the biggest mistakes of my life. That sheep had 1,000,000 sand spurs in its wool, and it literally just like, there was no flesh on my chest anymore. But I wasn't gonna give up, so I brought that sheep back. Troy, you remember that?
I remember. That's when I realized you did not have a full deck of cards.
Troy him said, well, you might be brave, but you're dumb as hell too.
Yeah, am I impressed? No.
I never messed with another sheep on that river ever again.
13 on the button.
Trophy. Yesterday we put down the cameras and enjoyed that last 30 minutes of the most beautiful sunset ever on that river, just tearing the fish up. But today we're headed to a new location. One thing I've learned about Crystal's pregnancy is she has become addicted to 2 things: fishing and fruit. So we're gonna run into Publix real quick and get some groceries, because now we're driving 1 hour and 40 minutes down to the Everglades. She wants to fish non-stop and eat fruit, so I can solve both problems. That should do. You can't forget the salt and vinegar. That's one other thing that she's been craving. And some Ritz crackers for the fish dip. You can't have fish dip without crackers. So we just got to the spot where the last time I was here, I caught what I know would have been a world record jaguar cichlid. Tim Wells sent me a blowgun, and I was gonna shoot an iguana out of this tree, but he went out on the tip. And as I was looking down in the water, I'm like, what the heck is that? It looked like a big alligator. The biggest snakehead I've ever seen in my life is right under this tree, and I'm gonna see if I can catch him. Crystal, this thing is so big, it's insane. It is ginormous, and there's 2 of them. Oh my gosh. They're big, like real big. There's the other one. It's coming up to gulp air right now. They're guarding fry, so I don't know if they're gonna eat. If they don't eat, I'm gonna try to shoot them with this blowgun. Something just waked right over to it, but I don't know what it was. So this is the new blowgun that Tim Wells sent me. Crystal's gonna go down and fish because I may have scared him that last cast. I don't know. I haven't seen him, but I'm gonna put the GoPro right behind me and just sit here quietly for 10 minutes because if I get one with this blowgun, it will definitely be a record. I don't think they went very far. So they're just sitting right below me. I think if I sit here long enough, they'll come back out. Big cichlids came back. Just missed him. This thing's pretty fast. Oh, he's back up. Dang, missed him again. I'm sitting up here perched up in this tree, wishing that plan would have came together, but I don't think it is. A snakehead, once he sees you, there's no outsmarting him. He's out. But one thing this will do is refuel me to go shoot some more snakeheads, because right now they're starting to spawn. They're starting to guard fry, which are little baby snakeheads. Two of them will get together, which is what these were doing. Protect them. Oh boy, big tilapia. They'll start to protect them and they get really aggressive, but then a lot of times they won't eat your bait. So we'll have to break out the blowgun. The whole goal of this trip was to go to the Everglades, and we're only like 5 miles from the boat ramp. So I'm gonna give this about 5 more minutes, then we're gonna go put the boat in the water and go tear some fish up, hopefully. I'm trying to scan this whole area because I don't know where they'll appear. I wish they would appear right here in front of me. Dang. All right, I'm giving up, but first I want to show you this iguana. Watch how fast it jumps out of this tree when I get over there next to it. It's out on a sketchy branch, but this tree's not gonna break. That didn't take long, I barely moved. It sounded like a monkey jumped out of the tree. God, that cichlid's back. This is so tempting. I could do this all day. Hang me a little lock-on tree stand in this tree, just sit here and hunt fish all day. Just to give you an idea how much this girl loves to fish, wait till you see how far she's walked. Well over 3/4 of a mile, and it's only been like 15 minutes. This girl's a trip. Look, she ain't even looking at me when I honk the horn. Ain't paying me no attention.
I'm gonna have to get me a chest cam because you ain't never gonna believe this, Gabe.
What happened?
I'm sweating. This fish, we've been fishing for like an hour and it's hot. This fish, no, they would not eat unless like it was super, like I killed it. So there was just this patch of lilies and I killed the frog right at the edge of the patch. I didn't know he was there, but he busted so hard, his whole body came out of the water. It was this big around.
Did it scare you?
No, I was calm and I just let it eat. I went to set the hook and nothing was there. It was just like he missed the frog.
Oh,
heartbreaker.
What's the #1 rule when fishing with a frog?
Never take your eye off the frog.
You women have no idea how helpful it is when you guys help with the boats. How you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. Just had a fan say hi. But women or children, if you can help your husband or your boyfriend or your grandpa with the boat at the boat ramp, especially on a weekend when it's crowded like this, that's a lot better than anything else you can do for a man, I can tell you that, because that helps big time. Crystal's a pro at it at this point. If you notice when I was backing up, you could see that white boat with that guy sitting in it. There's plenty of docks where when you're just waiting for your whoever parked the truck, go pull out of the way so everybody else can use the ramp while you're walking back to the ramp. That is the easiest thing in the world to do instead of just sitting there like that, taking up an entire spot. I know all the men out there that trailer their boats a lot like I do right now are saying, you dang right. There is nothing more annoying than trying to back into the boat ramp and somebody's just sitting in their boat taking up the whole slip, not doing nothing. I bet you when I pull up, Crystal's not parked like that. She'll be out of everybody's way. This boat right here, that thing must be a rocket ship.
Not too bad.
What, about 80?
Yeah.
80-mile-an-hour Lake and Bay. Those boats were super popular when I was young for being just like straight up speed demons. Look at Crystal. I told you she wouldn't be sitting in the way. And look at that boat. It's still sitting in the way. That's what you call service at the boat ramp right there. Crystal, good job. You see this whole dock right here? When you put your boat in the water, you come around and you tie up to this dock so boats can keep coming and going and coming and going. Bunch of cichlids and all kinds of stuff right here on beds. You could catch a pile of fish and not leave the boat ramp. Crystal? Yeah, all kinds of fish. We're gonna talk a lot more about this right here too. The Everglades, right this second, is dying. They're bone dry. It is the most mind-blowing thing in the world. If you're not from Florida, you pretty much won't know what I'm talking about, but there's been huge controversy about them dumping Lake Okeechobee water out into the Atlantic Ocean via the St. Lucie Canal and out into the Gulf via, I can't remember the name of that canal, I'll put it on the screen right now. Anyhow, they dump all of Lake Okeechobee water out into the ocean and into the Gulf. Well, they call it Lake Okeechobee water, but it's really not. Lake Okeechobee is just a holding area. It comes from up north and drains into the lake and then out. It was supposed to go south to the Everglades. So they dumped all this water out into the Atlantic and into the Gulf, which kills a bunch of seagrass and just wreaks havoc on our saltwater ecosystem. They dump it out instead of sending it south. So now Lake Okeechobee's dry and the Everglades are dry and you have fish dying by the millions. Alligators, snapping turtles, soft-shell turtles, all species that are, you know, somewhat in trouble. There's not just billions of them, are now dying because our useless, and that's the word I'm going to use, our useless government does not know how to handle water. There's no call for it. The Everglades should be full right now because they drain Lake Okeechobee. They could have simply taken that water and sent it to the Everglades, but they didn't. Somebody at some point's got to be held responsible for this because an entire ecosystem as important as the Everglades is dying. You're the captain, so I can eat and just sit.
I'm the captain, so I can take us to a shady spot.
There is none. There is no shady spots.
The wind feels good.
Go. I don't often rant like I just did on here, but when I show you via the drone how bad it is, it's horrible. We just made a 7-mile run and we've been fishing right here behind us this whole time. Got this cool guy from South Carolina. What was your son's name? Emerson Singleton. That's your dad right there. The crazy thing is how low the Everglades are. I could tell when we were fishing this lock that the water was flowing out. They're still draining it. I don't know what it is about our commissioners and the people in charge, but they 100% love to destroy fisheries. There is no other way around it. You can't sugarcoat it. If something good is going on, they're going to destroy it. I just came over here and looked a minute ago and there was a big alligator right there. You can see the water's flowing hard. Crystal had to go get the GoPro clamp. I assure you, if I was to throw here before she gets here, I would be in the doghouse, big time. How y'all like my hat? I'm trying to keep my ears protected and the back of my neck. I don't know, do y'all really think she would be that mad? What do you think? Rattle trap right into the current? I told him I wouldn't dare throw without you being here.
Right.
These alligators down here don't play. I can't believe I made a cast and didn't get a bite. Second cast we got a bite. That fish is so poor looking. He's all head with a little body. I'm actually nervous standing next to the water here. There was a huge gator right there when I pulled up. We fished that other side for 2 hours with hardly any bites. When I saw this flowing water, I thought we'd crush them, and not really. That is the most shocked I have been fishing in a long time. One little 1-pound bass. I thought we were getting ready to absolutely crush them. Look what's getting ready to crush us though. The truck's that away 7 miles. You can see where the storm starts. It's coming from the north. That's north that way. I was gonna put the drone up, but it's saying high wind advisory when I put it up. Won't let me fly it in this much wind, unfortunately. You gotta take my advice for it. The Everglades is dying as we speak. The only thing that's thriving is the non-natives that shouldn't be here. It's terrible.
When we first got here, I caught one like right off the rip, and I thought we were gonna tear him up, but it's not the case.
Today. Kiwi didn't have much flavor.
These strawberries look good.
They are good. Did you see the salads I got us? Where did all the sweet tea go? The baby? The baby wanted sweet tea?
I know it's bad. I was mixing it with water.
It's almost gotten comical. We've got some more guys right here from South Carolina. I'm pretty sure all of Myrtle Beach is down here right now. And they're catching them and we're not. I finally did catch one though. You want to catch him?
No way, Jose. Golly, that was a big old bass. There's bass all in these lilies. Watch that big rock. Look at the size of that gar.
Fish are abusing us.
So we fished till dark and we had a blast. I am sad to report that Gabe put a whooping on me today. He definitely spanked me in the bass fishing today. But on our way out, what was that? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh!
A fish just jumped in the boat.
Oh my gosh, look at the size of that. Does this count as mine?
Yeah. He landed between my feet.
Can you believe that? Are you? That's the craziest
That's
thing
got to be the 20th fish that's landed in the boat.
I've ever seen.
Hold him up to the camera. Big old biggin.
I promise you this thing just jumped in the boat. That is crazy.
We've been driving down this bank looking for a python for a while now. We've only seen one cottonmouth. We've had peacocks jump in, largemouths, and then this big old biggin just jumped in. Turn him loose on this side right here so we can see.
I want my picture with him. Babe, I caught him. It counts for me. That is, how big is that fish?
Probably 5 pounds. 6 pounds if it was healthy.
Bye, buddy. He's gonna be happy. That was cool.
This has been one of the, probably the funnest part of the trip, is just riding down this bank, looking at stuff. I mean, I bet you 15 bluegill have jumped in the boat alone, 3 peacocks, 2 bass, a bunch of cichlids. It's been pretty entertaining. Happy Mother's Day to me. Y'all, if you're new to the channel, that's my mother, Miss Betty Arrington. You know this video started in Indiantown.
It did?
Yep, at Timer Powers. You ever been there, Dad?
Yep.
What year did y'all meet in Indiantown?
66. 60.
And over in Stewart middle school.
Oh, you weren't in Indiantown? You lived in Indiantown?
I lived in Indiantown. I had to ride the bus to go to school over in Stewart. But I met him in the 9th grade. Yeah.
Can't believe you went to school. He wasn't skipping?
No, he
Like me?
he was a pretty popular guy at school.
I just like to go fishing, so I was guilty for skipping. So if we're eating dinner at our house for an occasion, we're having seafood. We've got some crab stuffed jalapeno poppers. Of course, we got the butter, some grouper me and Luke caught in the Bahamas, some shrimp that Dad and Kenny and Mom caught, and some snow crab.
No, I didn't catch them. I didn't catch one shrimp.
Did you
don't
catch
have
a
to say
snow
that,
crab,
but-
Crystal?
No.
Me and Kenny caught him.
Let's dig in. We got some good, oh, y'all already know it's gonna be good. You got anything else you want to say for your first Mother's Day ever?
It's been a great day. It's special.
Do you remember your first Mother's Day?
Oh, yeah.
With Aubrey.
Yeah.
That was a couple moons ago.
Just a couple.
Y'all, that meal was absolutely fantastic. And what's equally as fantastic is we woke up to rain this morning. Big, huge storm. And I think it rained pretty much all night long. Not super hard because it's not puddled up anywhere, but our grass and our wildlife need the rain here in Florida. This video has just been a couple days of Crystal and I doing what we do. I know I talked about my brother Robert at the beginning of the video. If you do want updates on him, go to Deer Meat for Dinner. Surely you already follow him. YouTube is how we make our money. It's how we pay our bills. And if I share stuff on my channel, that takes away from Robert on his channel. So I just don't talk about it. It's YouTube. We're showing you our life, but sometimes I don't choose to get too personal. If you want to see updates on Robert and you haven't for some crazy reason already checked out the videos on his channel, go check them out at Deer Meat for Dinner. Right now, I'm going to celebrate the rain. I've got to finish editing the video you're watching right now, get it up on YouTube. I'm picking the boys up today. We're gonna go do something fun. And then this weekend, we're going back to Georgia to go flounder gigging and to catch some big bass and some shell crackers and all kinds of fun stuff. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. But like Jake always says, it's time to get up out of here and get the heck out of shape.